Download Festival 2014, Andrew of Arcane Roots. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. And yourself?
Not too bad, thank you. I think I'm your last interviewer of the day.
You are last one, but the best. Say the best for last.
Oh, you.
Hold out.
Yeah. Oh no, you set a precedence now. I've got to achieve.
Okay, well, you know, it's an early day. You know, I haven't done that many interviews, if you know what I mean. So
I'm a privileged person to speak to you today.
Oh no, in that way. As in, just it could be you could come from a new angle. There's new angles to be to be explored.
Oh God! Now, new angle. Let's think about this.
You might just stumble across it, which would be better in the long run.
New single, Over and Over.
Yep.
It's getting some great reviews.
Oh, that's very kind.
Isn't it though? Have you kept an eye out on all the Twitter feeds and all of that?
We're at a kind of loggerhead now at the moment where I really like chatting to people.
Yeah.
You might have noticed, and I like chatting to our fans, and I have a terrible complex where I feel like I need to thank them profusely all the time. So I'm like, oh, thanks, and I like to give them their money's worth. Yeah. In a way, like chat to them or whatever. But at the same time, like it's got to the stage where we sort of need to not read stuff at the same time. Yeah. Because then you're like, no. And there's always like a few, you know
there will be a few.
Oh yeah, because that's unfortunately, and it's great, right? It's nice to get to that stage and have that level of coverage and whatever. But inevitably, and not everything I've seen so far has been very positive.
I have to say I haven't seen anything negative.
I mean, we've been lucky. I think even with Blood and Chemistry, we did pretty well. But it's definitely a consensus that we kind of slowly fade back a bit at least. Anyway, just as you can. I think that stuff can mess with you. You know,
kind of makes you think too much about what you're doing as well. You think, well, the fans like that rather than following your creative juices.
Yeah, and just trusting. I mean, absolutely, everything we've done has been based on something that we think is good. Yeah. But we don't know, but we think it's good, and we think it's good, and luckily it's been good.
Fingers crossed that continues.
Yeah, exactly. But you always hear those stories of kind of rock stars who were like, yeah, he wanted to record in a pink elephant in a sandbox. You know, he obviously thought that was a good idea at the time, and everyone else said that's not a good idea.
Foolish.
Yeah, so you got to be careful, you know. Yeah. So I'm just trying to stay away from pink elephants and sandboxes.
Sounds wise to me.
I hate sand actually as well.
Oh, it's rubbish, isn't it?
It is rubbish.
Everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Now, I was looking on your Facebook. You've created a lovely Tumblr with lots of amazing photographs by Carla and
Melanie.
Yes.
Yes. We've been. See, that's for me the nicest part of our band. Yeah. Is we've had all these people with us who've been there from the beginning, and for whatever reason we've come across them or they've come across us, and we've been like, we really like your thing that you do, and they're like, oh, we really like what you do, and then we're like, turns out you're actually really nice and we really like you. Do you want to like hang out with us more and then do this together? And so now we've got this kind of nice little family of people who we kind of like promise them, oh, we'll help you, please. Like, we have no money kind of thing.
And then the band response.
Yeah, and like we just had to beg, borrow and steal so many things, and now we've got to this like nice little bit where we can just start being like, oh, okay, well we can pay you back now with this or with that, or like, how about have a holiday with us? Do you know what I mean? Like, now there are our best friends, you know, and like, you know, we met Melanie lives in Holland, and we met her on a random tour with another band, and we just became good friends. Yeah. Like, and that was it. They're like our little sisters now. Carla and Melanie, they like run around, and Carla works for Rock Sound now, and you know, Melanie.
She's really good.
She's just lovely. She's just little, and she's just lovely, and it's it. It's you know, we like to think that we're doing things in the nicest, most moral way, and trying to pay back as many people as possible, and at the same time, you know, we're trying to be the best band and they're trying to be the best photographers, and it's been the same all the way around with our managers and tour manager and producers, and you know, we're trying to do
a happy family.
Like. Hopefully so. And you know, things are tough, and you know, and being in a band is horrible sometimes, but
it's not easy these days, is it?
It's not. No, it's not. But without, you know, I feel like if we'd got this far without taking the time to win and lose on having such close relationships with people, then you know, we might not have got this far, because you know, it's nice to have when things are hard, then you got those people around you, you know, and we, you know, it's, you know, in a silly way, like even when we're touring, it's nice to just have a couple of girls with us, and it's not
not in that way.
Not in like
different dynamic.
They're like literally like they're like Barbies. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like in the nicest way.
That's not the best analogy, is it?
And just nothing. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing there. Like, it's just nice for it to be in this little dynamic and a little family, and we all look after each other, and you know, and then it's like all about the show, you know, and giving the best show and doing the best thing, and you know, then after the show they show us their pictures and we're like, oh my god, that's amazing. And
it's exciting.
so nice to just do this. You know, we look back and we're like, we've had someone with us at every show, and shared all these incredible experiences, and so it was so nice to do something to just be like, here's some pictures you wouldn't have seen that were like more candid, you know, and like behind the scenes, and you know, we're a pretty serious band, and like it's nice to just see silly ones, and just for us as well to be like, I can't believe how much we've done, you know, and so yeah, it was a really nice thing, and we hope the fans really liked it, and just our very simple way of just saying, yeah, thank you, you know,
we're having a great time.
This is what you've done for us, you know, and we're eternally grateful.
And we have to talk about the amazing support slots you've done, obviously. I'm sure you've been asked a million questions about Biffy and Muse and stuff.
It's a weird thing. It's like I still only the other day in the car I was like, oh yeah, we did that. Like I don't really do. I'm good at stuff because nothing can affect me for ages. Like I need a good 3 months of being like, oh right, yeah, and then I remember that something happened. So it was really nice to. I mean, yeah, it's incredible. Like we couldn't have asked for anything, you know, better. You know, it's what they've done for us. Just having our names together on a piece of paper, online or otherwise, it's just been so big for our band, and it's so nice, you know, that you know you try to do the things that you do as best and as you see fit, and as you see that they're the right thing to do as both friends and humans and businesses as well, you know. It's so nice to then see the next, well, not the next level up, the next level up, and see that there's people there still doing the same thing, and they were absolutely lovely to us, looked after us. Incredible bands. We watched them every night, and you know, and over came out of that. In a way, we were like, wow, I want that. You know, like there's no doubt about that. You know, this is the life that we want to do, and not in any way that it's to do with money or anything like that. It's just like they have these incredible ideas, and you have this album, you spend a year writing an album, and you blood, sweat and tears into it. You then record it and hate it and love it and hate it and get it out there, and then to take that and spend ages on the artwork and the videos, and then to then play a place where you have the facilities to be like, let's make this album art come alive. Let's take these songs, these bits that we've worked really hard on, this special bit in this song where this happens or whatever, and go, let's have confetti, let's have explosions. Do you know what I mean? Let's make these songs come to life. And that, for me, you know, it couldn't be more satisfying. And it was so lovely to chat to them afterwards and be like, that's got to be incredible. And they're like, yeah, and they're still blown away. You know, you feel like that would get normal, you know, and it's so nice for them to, you know, they're still looking for new bands. They support, both bands support British music and taking out British bands with them, and you know, it's really nice to know that still happens.
That's what I was going to say. That's the nice thing about those bands, because they're in it for the right reasons. They've not changed. It's still about making the music they love and enjoying every moment of it.
Absolutely. And regardless of what anyone can say, you know, they're incredible bands, you know, and you know, both of their albums are fantastic, you know, and they're you know, for me, liking a band or liking music or liking a musician or an artist in any form is all about trust. I think if I trust someone, I feel like they're in it for the right reason, their heart's in the right place, you know, they're a good person, like in a way.